Welcome to the Premier League quiz, the league where the drama is hotter than the manager's touchline arguments. You'll get 30 tricky questions, 5 seconds to think, and just 2 options. Sounds simple, but trust me, this quiz will nutmeg your brain. Let's kick off. Who once got a yellow card for eating a pie during a match? That's right! Wayne Shaw pulled off the most delicious yellow card in FA Cup history. Which player famously wore a snood in freezing weather, sparking a Premier League ban on them? Correct! Nasri rocked a snood so hard that the Premier League had to change the rules. Who scored that famous scorpion kick goal in 2017? Yes, Giroud's wonder goal for Arsenal. Pure Premier League theater. Which player celebrated by sliding the full length of the pitch after scoring against Arsenal for Manchester City? That celebration is still talked about today. Who once celebrated a goal by sliding on his knees and tore both hamstrings? Yes, poor Eboué, the only player to be subbed off because of his own celebration. Which goalkeeper scored a 100-yard goal against Everton in 2012? Correct! Tim Howard hoofed it from his own box. The wind did the rest. Who once broke a corner flag by karate kicking it during a goal celebration? Yes, Ketsbaya unleashed his inner Bruce Lee on the poor flagpole. Which striker once bit Branislav Ivanovic during a Premier League match? Correct! Suarez, proving he just couldn't keep his teeth to himself. Oh, that's a classic Premier League moment right there. Alright, enough warm-up. These ones separate the weekend watchers from the fantasy football obsessives. Let's see what you're made of. Which goalkeeper has saved the most penalties in Premier League history? Penalty stopper supreme. Who once celebrated a goal by pretending to take a red card out of the referee's pocket? Correct! Fowler with a cheeky ref impression. Which manager once famously shoved a Chelsea coach in the technical area scrap? Of course it was Mourinho, football's king of touchline drama. Who once scored a goal for both teams in the same Premier League match? Yes, unlucky Carragher with the OG disaster class. Which player celebrated a goal by lying down and pretending to sleep? Correct! Auba, the coolest nap ever caught on TV. Who once played a whole match with a broken collarbone because there were no subs left? Yes, Pierce. Old school toughness, no rolling around here. Which defender once headbutted a teammate during a match? Correct! Bowyer versus Dyer, Newcastle's Civil War. Which referee once celebrated a goal by pretending to play advantage and kicking the ball himself? Of course it was Mike Dean, the showman in black. Come on, admit it! We've all been there watching Dean like he's the star of the match. Okay, this is where the casuals tap out. If you get these right, you're officially one of those people who knows who scored in Stoke versus Bolton in 2009. Respect. Who once scored a goal and celebrated by pulling a corner flag out and pretending it was a rifle? Correct! Adebayor. Never a dull moment. Who once got booked for diving? when in fact his shorts had just fallen down. Yes, poor Demba Ba, caught out by wardrobe malfunction. Which player once revealed a t-shirt saying, "God bless love," after scoring? Correct, a Defoe classic. Who once scored 4 goals in 12 minutes for Southampton against Aston Villa? Yes, Mane, the fastest hat trick in Premier League history. Who was once fined for bringing a mobile phone onto the bench during a match? Correct, the first texting sub in Premier League history. Which player once injured himself while celebrating by headbutting the advertising board? Yes, Mauro, celebration gone wrong. Who once conceded a goal because he was busy drinking water when the ball was played quickly? Correct, Lehmann. Never turn your back in the Premier League. Who once got sent off just 12 seconds after coming on as a sub? Yes, Gillespie. Fastest red card cameo. Which goalkeeper once conceded after trying to dribble the ball past an attacker? Yes, Alisson against Leicester tried to samba his way out, but got punished big time. Who famously chewed gum like a machine on the sidelines, becoming a Premier League meme? Correct! Fergie's gum probably deserved its own statue at Old Trafford. Which striker once slipped and missed a penalty in a crucial Premier League game? Yes, poor Terry, forever remembered for that slip. Which manager once celebrated a last-minute goal by sprinting down the touchline? Correct! Klopp nearly outpaced his players that day. Who once kissed a policeman during a goal celebration? Yes, Gaza. Only he could pull that off in the middle of a Premier League match. Which defender once scored with a bicycle kick from outside the box? Correct! Emre Can's screamer for Liverpool. Defenders aren't supposed to do that. Okay, last one. No multiple choice. You've got to drop your answer in the comments. Ready? Which Premier League striker once celebrated a goal by eating a lollipop handed to him by a fan? Type your answers below. And no cheating. I see you Googling. And that's full time. How many did you smash? If you got more than 20, you're basically a Premier League historian. Less than 10? Don't worry, even Mike Dean would still celebrate your effort. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your score in the comments. Until next time, keep your football trivia sharp and your celebrations crazier than Balotelli's shirt slogans.